A very good evening and thank you so much for joining me on Uctv News. My name is Nora Osende to bring you the bulletin this evening. It is Monday, the 23rd of April, 2024, and thank you so much for joining me. Now, plastic is a pollutant that is known world over. Plastics are polluting our planet and harming human health. As the world celebrates the World Earth Day under the theme Planet versus Plastics, we bring to your attention of some people who have found a gold mine in the plastic business. Now, we visited Namongo, a Kampala suburb, and we found out how people are making plastics a profitable business. Here's more. Plastics, once viewed as pollutants, have become a lifeline for many in Kampala's go-down zone, a slum in Namongo, Kampala. The slum where plastic is omnipresent. Amidst the sea of plastic, individuals like Chizito Asman and Majimbi Betty have turned what once considered waste into a profitable enterprise and means of environmental stewardship.
Okulaba nti obucupa tubukuŋŋaanya bwonna obuveera tubukuŋŋaanya byonna boxes zino ziraba buli kimu tukuŋŋaanya buli kintu kyonna ntubanga tubikuŋŋaanya nekibanga kiyambako okulaba nti ebiveera tebibeerayo kulaba nti byonoona obutonde netubanga tumukuŋŋaanya byonna nga tubanga tubikuŋŋaanya kati ne tukola mu plastic okumala ebbanga era ffe twatandika plastic ono nga kilo egula nusu 2 kati wetwogere esingawo mu bbeeyi yawe esukkawo ddala kakati ne tukola kano kwe kamu ke twasooka okugula mu bizinensi eno ne tuba nga tukasomesa pulastika nga tugenda mu garden city tujjayo pulastika tetwatandika okuyigiriza n'abantu okulaba nti okusooka baali batuyita balalu olw'okuba nga tuli mu pulastika muno naye bagenda okulaba nga tufunye n'abajja nga bagula pulastika ono nga bamutwala ne tuba nga tufune sente tuba nga tubeerawo.
Abantu abali abanyooma gino emirimu gino gye mulaba oba egiringa egy'abantu ab'owansi egitali gya mu ofiisi giyamba girimu akasente bambi oba bazeemu ku nusu olusanvu olwo era oba enusu akasanvu ako olunaku zosobola ozitereka ne zikola ekirala ate.
Their efforts to extend beyond profit, they're champions of environmental conservation. By ensuring thorough collection, they mitigate the harm caused by plastic pollution, contributing to a cleaner, healthier environment for all.
Kati so baba babikuŋŋaanyiza ntubeera nga tubikuŋŋaanyiza wamu tusobola okubitwala eri. Kati bali eri mu kampuni bayawula obuveera ne baawula n'ebyomugaso. Obuveera obwo balina engeri gye babikipingamu na bino ebirala ebirungi ne babisaanuusa.
Asman and Betty proudly tell us about their achievement, citing livelihoods built and possessions acquired through plastic collection. However, they do not shy away from acknowledging the challenges inherent in their work, including the difficulties of plastic collection.
Ebirungi byenfunyeemu abaana basoma teri mwana atudde bonna basoma bulungi mukyalo nguze ekibanja nguze ettaka nunda nyina embuzi nyina enkoko buli kimu nyina.
Bampadde ssente n'ensomesezaamu abaana n'okukuuma amaka bulungi mu mbeera y'essente y'ewaka okutambuza amaka. Abaana bange basoma nange neerabirira sobola osasula renti abayetaagisiza yenna.
Local leaders like the area chairman recognize the dual benefits of plastic collection, economic opportunity and environmental conservation.
Mu kitundu kyange kituufu abanoonyi b'obucupa obwo bangi kubanga tuliraanye omugga gwe bayita ogwa Nakivubo Channel. Obucupa ebyo bivujjamu nga bijja bikulukuta mu Nakivubo Channel bijjiramu obukyafu bungi naye bo bwe kwantino tebatya amazzi ago makyafu babirinnyamu ne bagalinnyamu ne bagenda ne babikukolamu ne babuleeta eno ne batandika okugenda nga babutunda. Era bizinesi y'amaanyi olwokuba nti ono waffe tulinaawo babugula naye nga bajja ne babuteeka mu makutiya n'olaba nga emmotoka zibuyisaawo nga zibutwala mu trading centers.
Furthermore, young people in the community highlight the positive impact of plastics on their lives, illustrating how this once marginalized material can be a force of good.
It's one of the ways people are generating money in our slum areas because gone are the days when we used to look at plastic as rubbish and trash. Now we look at it as an opportunity to have some food on your plate. We look at it as an opportunity to have our kids going to school, we look at it as an opportunity, not for like to be smart, because people are employed in plastic. You know, we having kids who would be doing funny crimes, petty crimes, and serious crimes. Now they are engaging in plastic picking. They spend most of their days. They do spend most of the day looking for plastics, and at the end of the day they are tired. They are able to find some rest other than loitering around on streets and doing some funny crimes.
In the heart of Kampala's go-down zone, amidst the chaos of plastic pollution, even the most challenging problems can be turned into solutions.
Naye kati bagenda babizuula era omulimu kati batandise oguyingira era ogenda okwesanga nga tokyabifuna bulungi. Owali otiika emmotoka mu wiiki emu kati tuyinza okutikira mu ekisinga 2 okujjuza mmotoka olw'ensonga nti kati abantu baguyingiddemu ebintu tebirabika.
Njikubira omulanga etuyambe etuwe ku capital okola ntongera okugula ebiwera nga bagula tusigaza amabanja nga batubanja tube nga tusasula mu kaasi n'okutuwa ku mmotoka ennene esingakaawo.
Nora Osende, UCTV News. Ahead of the World Press Day slotted on 3rd of May this very year, governments, non-government organizations and media stakeholders have been reminded to renew their commitment towards actualizing media freedom and independence. This has been said by the Executive Director of African Center for Media Excellence, George Lugolobi, while announcing the celebration activities to be undertaken while marking the Press Freedom Day at the Media Center today in Kampala.
This year, the media fraternity seeks to demonstrate the importance of protecting the environment by planting trees, and so journalists would like to lead by example. So there will be some activities that, for instance, the focal point of this tree planting exercise will be in Soroti. There will be regional dialogues in the northern region, in Teso and in Kabarole, in the days leading up to the 3rd of May. And these outcomes will feed into the national dialogue, which will take place on the 3rd of May. There will be a sports gala, held in Soroti for all stakeholders through the different sports activities. There will be 2 photo exhibitions that demonstrate the reporting of environmental stories across the country, and this photo exhibition will take place in northern Uganda and in Kampala.
We've actually gone a step further as the Uganda Human Rights Commission to have engagements with the media fraternity, including what you've categorized as the employers, to reiterate the same issues that we raise in our reports. So to give a short answer to the question, yes, we have received reports of violations of the rights of journalists, not only by employers, but even other stakeholders. And as the Commission, we continue to process these complaints, but at the same time, we continue to engage the hand of a conversation with those that are cited many times.
For the last couple of years that I've been in the industry, I've seen, I think what we really lack is unity. Because in most cases you find when you decide to do something, their fellow friends tend to shy away. We cowardize. We always want to front other people's issues. So it's high time journalists woke up and work together. We mean business. For so many years, we have been used to uplift others at the expense of our levels. So it's high time we look at pushing journalists forward.
We journalists are no longer having any freedom at all. From our newsrooms, from our societies where we work in, from the policymakers, from the police, from everywhere. There is no freedom for a journalist. If there's anything like celebrating World Freedom Day, it wouldn't be in Uganda. You see, because most of the times journalists are really are depending on tokens from the people we get the news from. Imagine you as a journalist, you're going to get a story from police who is brutalizing you, and they have to facilitate your car 20 to give you a car 20k because your boss cannot facilitate your transport to the whatever you have to go. So that means that you will not air out a story which is really interesting to the public. So that means that you don't have freedom to do your job.
Kakati olw'omulundi guno lwebagambanga tugenda kusimba miti kulwanira butonde bwansi. Mpozi mwagala bannamawulire basimbe miti kubagenda okwetugira, bannamawulire basimbe miti, polisi kwegenda otema emigge bakuba emiggo ngera bulijjo. Kakati ndowooza obalaba n'emiramwa gye baleeta tekyategeerekeka, munnamawulire akyali bubi. Tebalina ssente ate kati buli kimu kyayonoonese. Abasuubuzi eri nga bakaaba emisolo, bannamawulire bali mu kukaba misaala, bakama baffe baagana ddala tusasula bali mu kukaaba. Abamaje bakyatukuba emiggo linda kwano 226 egenda tuuka. Akukye bagenda tandika 227 ogenda wulira omuggo gwe gukaaba.
Now, government will present a report to Parliament on the appointment of deputy RDCs and their duties, as this will waste taxpayers' money. This was brought up by the Leader of Opposition in Parliament, Honorable Joel Senyonyi, who told Parliament and Presidential Affairs Minister Millie Babilanda he heard that their ministry had offered 30 posts as deputy RDC, agencies that carry out a similar function with the objective of reducing expenditure of taxpayers' money.
Government has been pushing us to rationalize, the justification being to cut down on government expenditure. And like I was saying, that's a compelling argument. But while we are rationalizing to save taxpayers' money, to cut down on government expenditure, here then comes another huge government expenditure that we need to understand, because you cannot preach water and then drink wine. What do I mean? You cannot say, let's rationalize, let's cut down on government expenditure. In the same breath, you are bringing in new people within the system that have got to be paid by the taxpayer. What sense does it make, Right Honourable Speaker? What role are the assistant RDCs going to play that RDCs and deputy RDCs cannot play? We need to have a good understanding of that, Right Honourable Speaker. The Minister for the Presidency has said in her communication that the assistant RDCs are going to play 3 roles. Number 1 is to promote patriotism. Number 2 is to carry out mobilization. And number 3, to fight corruption. We need to be helped to understand whether now assistant RDCs are taking over the work of the Inspectorate of Government, because there seems to be a lot of duplication. Also, if you're saying they are meant to carry out mobilization, for what exactly? Is it mobilization for the NRM, mobilization for Parliament, mobilization for what exactly? This needs to be broken down. And finally, Right Honourable Speaker, when you read Section 70 of the Local Governments Act, it provides for the caliber of people that should be appointed RDC. That's the legal provision. But by extension, we can cascade that down to anybody occupying or within the office of the RDC. Section 70 provides that these are meant to be people of high moral integrity, people whose conduct is not questionable. One of the people that have been appointed to this position, which we are yet to fully understand as assistant RDC, is Ewaniga Chisacha Mukama. This person has been posted as assistant RDC to Gomba district. Honourable Speaker, in 2021, videos made rounds of this person.
The Minister for the Presidency has requested that the ministry be allotted space tomorrow on the order paper for them to come and brief Parliament on the appointment of the assistant resident district and city commissioners. So the Ministry for Presidency will brief the House with your affirmation tomorrow.
Thank you.
Eno government ya Mwami Museveni ekulema kubanga tuvuddeyo abantu bagamba emisolo gitabuse, emisolo girinnye, ensaasanya y'ensimbi bagikubyemu ebituli, ate tukendeeza bitongole bya government, tukendeeze ku nsaasanya y'omusaala, era justification gye badde bajja batuwa nti tuwadde tuspendinga ssente nyingi nnyo. Twagala kuyiya kulaba nga tukendeeza ababaka ba paalamenti obungi bwabwe. Twagala kukendeeza nsaasaanya eyo ey'omusolo kubanga abantu basasula emisolo naye tebagifunamu. Ate gwe oleeta ba assistant RDCs ekyo kyennyamiza pulezidenti onnemye. Pulezidenti Museveni otulemye. Simanyi kigendererwa ki ky'oyina. Oba abantu oyagala okulekera eggwanga simanyi kiki. Ekyo tukivumirira era tugenda kiwakanya tekigenda kukola. N'oleeta abantu abagwenyufu.
It's time for Today in History. Well, thank you so much for watching UCTV News. Let's take a quick break. When we come back, it's the Rome Reports.
UCTV, good news for all.
Catch incredible stories of resilience, success.
You can manage that money
with a topping of inspiration.
Get interested in people, not interested in yourself.
Inspire, achieve, repeat.
You are watching UCTV, good news for all. For this and more, tune in to Kasese Get Radio 100.5 in Western Region, located at the hill of the Diocese of Kasese. KGR brings you all Catholic programs and an advertising platform in all our radio shows like Good Morning Renzori, Chama Toboka, Ukute, the business show, Propeller, the request show and sports, Evaluation, Bahinga Bakuluka, Late Night Show, and many others. Our other services include Isuzu Tipa, a no car, public address system, live band, Omokekera, an audio recording studio, and outside live broadcast. For more information, call 0773 597 166 or visit our website www.kasesegatradio.com. Kasesegat Radio, Omusondoria, the voice of truth.
UCTV, good news for all.
Now, in our Uganda Matters Future today, we bring to you St. Charles Rwanga.
St. Charles Lwanga. Lwanga was a Muganda of the bushback. His father was Mabingo, a backcloth maker, and his mother Gochia of the Genet clan. He was born about 1861 at Bilinzi in Budu County. Lwanga was brown, of mighty strength, and a great wrestler. He was an exceptional leader, ahead of the pages, and as Joseph Mukasa Balikudembe, a great Christian leader of both Catholics and Protestants. Lwanga is admired for his possibly untouched virtue of chastity. During the Christian persecution, Charles Lwanga displayed unshakable faith and exceptional Christian bravery, at whom the Christian martyrdom of many pages was centered. To punish him, Lwanga was separated from the group by Senkole, the assistant chief executioner, burnt in a slow fire from foot to head at Namugongo Busali. Charles Lwanga was burnt at the Catholic Basilica, at exactly where the altar is now. It was Thursday, 3rd of June, 1886, towards noon. He was at the age of 25. Lwanga died in a slow, painful fire while praying for the conversion of the executioners and the king. St. Charles Lwanga is the patron of the African youth and of Catholic action.
And thank you so much for watching UCTV News. I am Nora Sende from the entire team, and I. Do have yourself a good evening and a good night.